Hey everybody, welcome into Love Goddess Tarot. Today's pick a card love reading is going to focus on messages for you about what's coming next in love. So this is going to be a general reading and you're going to choose between 4 cards. And this is from my deck, the Dream Love Oracle. So if you love it, the links are below. Group 1, you have music. Group 2, you have unicorn. Group 3, you have level up. And group 4, you have perfume. So take a moment. The timestamps are below. Once you decide which pile is calling to you, click the timestamp and you can skip ahead. As always, if you want to listen to more than one video, go right ahead. There are no rules except trust your intuition and have fun. Okay, so let's see what messages the universe has for you today. Hi, number 1, you chose music today, and we're going to pull some more cards from the Dream Love Oracle to see where your reading is heading, but there is something about that music or that G-clef that's calling to you, so that's interesting. I think about, you know, music, I think about partnerships, duo, I think about harmony, and also obviously just music, like songs. Ooh, okay, wait a minute. We're going in this very specific direction here with the celebrity card. So this could be a connection with someone, or you're interested in someone who is a performer, might be a musician. A road trip, wow, roadie. This is really wild. So maybe you are going to a concert or will soon. There's some sort of travel involved in love and what's coming next. There could be a concert. There could be someone who's a celebrity, someone that you meet while they're on the road. Wow. But there's some sort of travel connected to love for you coming up. Right at the center, we have the star with celebrity. Now, the star also can connect with the star card in the tarot. So the star card is connected to Aquarius. There could be an Aquarius here. It also connects with healing. Okay, so there's something possibly very healing, which music is very healing. Maybe you're taking a road trip in the future, you know, a quick trip, a quick getaway, something that's going to really do you good, that's connected to healing. But let's see what else the universe has. I'm going to pull some tarot cards and we're going to dive deeper. Okay, let's start with the music card. What do we have with the music? 2 of Swords reversed. 2 of Swords reversed and 7 of Wands reversed. Wow. Okay. So is there a decision coming up or a decision you made recently? I feel like this is something you're having a hard time, you know, maybe making a choice. Maybe it's making a decision about a past relationship or making a decision about moving forward in some way. But let's keep going. Let's see what else comes up. Ooh, another 2 of Wands. Okay, so yeah, we're talking about partnership for sure here. And we're talking about choices, decisions. The 2 of Wands is the planning. So it's funny because we're kind of on this road trip kick. And it does feel like there's some sort of decision around a trip or planning that goes into this road trip or this concert or this mini vacation or this partnership coming up. There's definitely a connection here for you with needing to plan. You see that he is still in the castle, not quite outside it. So it's like not quite ready, okay? I feel like this is something you've been thinking about for a long time. I'm just looking at that person with the gray hair in the picture of the card. I feel like this is, you know, something you've been thinking about. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We definitely have some sort of a trip. Look at that. Road trip with Three of Wands. Yeah. It could be a long distance trip that you're planning. The Three of Wands is showing that if you look at this, it's kind of like not staying where you are here with the Seven of Wands, not protecting your turf, ready to move on. Now, interesting, you've got all wands here except the Two of Swords, and this has definitely got a creative vibe, a music vibe, artistic vibe, travel vibe. Those are all wand energies. Wands are fire. Fire is connected to Leo, Sag, Aries. Leo is definitely a celebrity, sort of shining star energy. But yeah, you go from he's holding that wand and sort of not sure what to do, or letting go of a position that he's held for a while, making a choice here, having to really make a plan, and just opening up your world. Okay, so it's like you're really moving forward about something major for you that's going to open up your world in some way. Okay, because the Three of Wands is all about expansion, and the universe is saying you're on the right path here. Okay, and your world is about to expand in some way, and you're ready. You know, you're kind of leaving behind this energy, these two wands over here, and taking this one in your hand and saying, okay, I've made the choice. Maybe you've gone back and forth about something here for a while. Maybe you've had a hard time. But now I see in the future that turning around. You're going from the 7 reverse to the 2 to the 3. It's like it's gaining momentum here. Oh, let's get some more on the 3 of Wands. Let's get some more on what is this energy about for the 3 of Wands. There's water in all of these, you know. There's water here, right outside the castle, and now you're a little further. Here you're just kind of looking out, right? So I feel like right now you're in this 2 of Wands stage. See the wands behind him? There's the castle. And then here, there are those 2 wands that are here, and there's the one in his hand. So he's added one, and he's actually got a foot out the door. See that? Here, she's got the water behind her. She's not ready to make that choice. She's not sure, right? She's not thinking clearly, or she's needing to trust her intuition. She's confused here, okay? This is like letting go of something that you've been protecting for a while. This is, you know, making the choice, starting to make plans. There it is. So lots of movement here, and could be a long distance. The ocean shows a journey, or that river there. Let's pull some more on that 3 of Wands. For some of you, it definitely feels like a trip, a travel. Ten of Pentacles reversed. Doesn't feel like you have the support of your family about this, or it might end up meaning that it's going to cost you some money, or cost you some support, losing support, you know, from that Ten of Pentacles energy is usually like maybe a job, maybe financial support, money, like old money, like family money, like people that own their own company kind of thing. Let's see what's going on there with that Ten of Pentacles. Ah, there's the page. There it is. There's that wand. There's that invitation. So it seems that there's some sort of invitation coming. This person could be younger than you. This could be, you know, an invitation from a friend, but there's some sort of invitation, and I feel like it is whoever this person is, whatever this opportunity is, it feels like either like the family support is not there, or they don't care for this idea, okay, or this person. But wow, look at all of the wand energy you have. What I'm curious about is, let's move over and pull a card about the Seven of Wands here, because I'm curious about what you're sort of letting go of, or what you are, maybe what you don't see coming, because it can also be that, or what has been stuck that you're releasing. Let's pull a card and get some more details on that Seven of Wands. Ooh, there you go. Bingo. There's what you're releasing. The only other sword in the deck so far that we've pulled. The Eight of Swords is a great thing to release, because it's you're releasing yourself from your own limitations, okay? You're not going to hold yourself back anymore. You're going to release all that insecurity, all of that fear. You're going to get confidence. Hey, listen, someone listening might be a musician who has really wanted to take their act on the road, or has really wanted to pursue their career in music, and their family maybe has been like, hey, you can't leave your day job kind of thing, or isn't been supportive, or maybe it's going to cost you something, and that has sort of held you back. You know, that's a very specific person in the reading today, but I just want to talk to you because you're definitely here. And this is fantastic. You have a gift. You have potential. You should start making plans to do this, okay? This is your gift. This is your talent. Your world is opening up soon. Whether you're a musician, meeting one, going on the road, taking a trip, following your dreams, releasing your fears, you're letting go of your fears of relationship, of partnership, of something. It's not going to hold you back anymore. That's what you're letting go of. You're letting go of that insecurity, okay? Which is great news. Okay, so I want to pull one more, and it's advice, and then let's move on to the sacred symbols and see what these symbols that come through are for you right now that'll help you in some way with this situation. Okay, so the advice is, oh boy, Justice and the Devil. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so I have to cover up the Devil here because we can't. There's some issues on the card. So let me just do that over here. The Devil energy is what's holding you back. That's that Eight of Swords. That's what you're releasing. The Devil energy is, you know, it can be a relationship, it can be a behavior, it can be something within yourself, you know, that is, it's not healthy. And so you're releasing that control, and you're going towards justice. So it's interesting because you have a lot of air sign energy here, and justice is connected to Libra. We have the Two of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Justice. Justice shows that your past good deeds, your past karma is going to be rewarded. Okay, so it's like the scales of justice, the scales of karma are going to be balanced. And this is you making that choice. The first step is facing it, making that choice. The second step is releasing those insecurities and fears. And the final step is expansion. And then look what happens. You get your moment, okay? This is where you find that balance. This is where you find that partnership. Sometimes this can be also the marriage card. So really interesting. But I do feel like there's this older person involved, or a Capricorn in this story, because you have the Ten of Pentacles here, you have the Devil card, and the Owl for me represents that. And we have that gray hair over here, so there could be an older, either family member, Capricorn, or someone involved in this situation. Not in the future, but in the past, okay? This is interesting. Okay, let's move on to the Sacred Symbols Oracle, and let's find out what other information you need today that's going to help you with this situation. definitely breaking free energy. Ooh, divine masculine. So the divine masculine energy is saying to you to take that divine masculine energy is yang energy. It's action. It's going for it. It's being decisive. All of those are qualities of divine masculine. So that's what the universe is bringing forward as the energy that would help you in this situation. So that's not being indecisive, that's making a decision, that's going for it. And it's also very fiery, you know, it's feeling like Aries energy. So Aries would balance that Libra, and it also connects with all of those wands, okay? Because Aries is connected to the wands. It's a fire sign. So it's like using that fire, using your creativity, using your gifts, your talents, okay? So this is you going for it. And look at that, it's a number 2, and you started with the 2. Oh boy, isn't that something? Okay, well, I think I'm going to leave it there because bottom of the deck, good fortune. I'm very happy to see that. This is a message of going for it, okay? And I think that your life is about to expand, and you are the only person that can release yourself from whatever's holding you back. But you have lots of gifts and talents. Use and tap into that divine masculine energy. Thank you for being here. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you want a private reading, check the links in the description box. I will see you soon. Have a beautiful day. Hi, number 2. Welcome in. Today's reading is going to focus on messages about what's coming next in love. And so it's going to be a general reading. We're going to see what messages the universe has for you today. We're starting with my Dream Love Oracle. If you want details about that or anything else, check the description box below. You chose the unicorn. And the unicorn has a lot of different symbols. Obviously, the mythical symbol of this creature, does it exist, doesn't it? You know, a horse with wings. But also the horn there in the center is really a spiritual connection, like a seeker, third eye. You know, it's also connected to like someone who's rare, someone who you're gonna find. Maybe you're the unicorn. Maybe you're meeting a unicorn. But let's continue with the Dream Love Oracle and see where this is headed for you today. But that's the energy you were drawn to, right? So there's something connected to all of this reading and that unicorn message. So let's see what else you have. Ooh, Cupid. Okay, so we have flying. Both of them fly. The arrow flies, Cupid flies. That's definitely a love message. We're coming up on Valentine's Day, so that's a fun one to get. But also they're both sort of like, you know, very, very, very sort of magical, you know? Okay, and you also have puzzled. Puzzled. Okay, so it's almost like a maze. There's some confusion. There's some confusion. Now, what I find interesting right off the bat is we have the unicorn who is pointing into the past. We have Cupid pointing to the future. And then we have puzzled. So there's something that is coming up that is going to be a little bit of a maze, or it's not a straight line to love is what I'm getting so far. But let's pull tarot and find out exactly what's going on here. What other messages can we get for you? I'm going to start with that unicorn card. Let's see what comes through for that. The Hangman. Interesting. The Hangman is connected to the sign Pisces. It's about waiting. It's about a pause. It's about divine timing sometimes, you know, and so it's interesting that the Hangman comes through with the unicorn, because it's like, have you been waiting? Have you been searching? There's something, a puzzle, there's a confusion, there's like, why is this, you know, a maze for me? So you could have been, you know, kind of hoping to meet this unicorn, this rare person. You could have been very sort of dreamy about what love is or what it can be. You could be waiting on someone. You may be waiting for them to make a move. You may be waiting for them to get back to you. But for me, it's funny. I've never felt this way looking at this card, but it's almost like you're ready to let go of that string. You're almost ready to make you're like, you know what? I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not going to hang here. I'm not going to be on pause anymore. Something like that. And the arrow is movement, right? So we have possible Pisces energy here. Let's see what else. What else do we have for number 2? Oh, 9 of Swords. Yeah, 9 of Wands, excuse me. Wands is interesting because it's obviously connected to that arrow. And the 9 says you're very close. Okay, whatever's been puzzling you, whatever's been confusing, I feel like whether it's a specific person or just love in general, the universe is saying here, listen, you're almost done with whatever this pause is. You've been waiting a long time. This is like someone who's battle worn. Look, he's got a thing around his head. The 9 of Wands is connected to Aries energy. So we have Pisces, Aries coming through in terms of sign. Could be someone that's on the cusp of Pisces, Aries, sun sign. But also it's like that time period coming up is very close. So I think that could be a big shift for you. Like when Saturn and Neptune join in Aries. They've been in Pisces for a long time. So that's what I'm kind of feeling just as an astrologer, which is coming up in February. That could be a time when all of this waiting, all of this long battle, this puzzled energy comes to a head. Or there's some sort of movement, okay, represented by that Cupid, a love, movement on the love front, okay? It's like you're not hanging there anymore. You're not, why do I have to go through this again? Like, enough already with the 9 of Wands. But it's like you're close. Let's see what else we got. Okay, the Hierophant reversed. So this is saying either someone unusual, and interesting because we go Pisces, Aries, Taurus. You're literally going right down the line in order, and I feel like that's a timing thing. The Hierophant reversed is connected to May, connected to Taurus, connected to wisdom, tradition. Now, this is saying that somebody may be unusual, different, non-conforming, or take a different tact, something that's unusual, non-conforming. It's out of the box. It's not traditional, okay? Or the person's not traditional. That could explain the long wait. But also maybe taking a different approach, okay? Something that's offbeat, different, unconventional. That's what keeps coming through for me. Let's pull another card on the Hierophant. And again, that's Taurus energy. So literally you go Pisces, Aries, Taurus. That's not long off. That's May. That's literally February, March, April, May. Aw, 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is sorrow. 5 of Cups is sad. Some sort of loss here. Now, the message of the 5 of Cups always is to focus on, see those 2 cups back there? That's the 2 of Cups. That's what's waiting for you. This is the loss here. This is the loss. Somebody's sad. Somebody's had some sort of loss. Let's pull another one there. Seven of Wands reversed. Yeah, I feel like there's something, some information, some movement, some change coming when it comes to a situation. Could be a third-party situation where you kind of have to let go of the fight for whatever you're sort of holding on to. And it does bring you sadness, and that's why maybe you've been hoping, waiting, but there is a need to release that and not defend that position anymore with the Seven of Wands. That helps you move forward. That helps you get out of this puzzle. I'm going to pull one on the Hangman. Let's find out what that's about. What have you been waiting for in a pause? Surrendering. There's a surrender message here. Surrender. Yeah. I feel like you've been fighting for something that you need to surrender and let go of. And I think ultimately that's going to help get you out of this maze. The Moon reversed. So what? Wow. So we have the Moon, Cancer energy, definitely water sign, Pisces, Cancer. The Moon card is all about your fears. It can also be about your intuition. So this is, I almost feel like it's like, listen, you're going to have to face this situation about this. There's somebody or it's some relationship which you have been in on pause for. It's like you got to let go of it. Yeah. It's also about letting go of your fears. What happens if I do? What happens if you do is the Cupid arrow shoots off, okay? So it is tough, but let's move on to the next part of this. Like, what happens when you get out of this maze, when you make that tough choice, when you let go of defending this, when you heal from this, right? What's coming after the maze? Oh, the Devil reverse. Yeah, letting go of this. There's some sort of triangle situation. I feel like there's a third party situation, cheating, something. With all of these cards, that's what it really feels like. So it's like, I think you're going to finally get the answers you've been waiting for, or get the information that you need to finally move on, which is a good thing, because you're not going to be defending, stuck waiting for all of this. And I feel like this is happening by May. Okay, so it's only like a couple of months off where you're going to get what you need. Okay, you're not going to be confused anymore. You're going to be empowered. Let's get an advice card, and then I'm going to pull a message from the Oracle, the sacred symbols. Let's get an advice card from the Tarot first. What is the advice here? I mean, I think we can see it. It's letting go of that. Yeah. Look at this, another card with third-party stuff with 3 people. So yeah, that's what I'm feeling. The Six of Pentacles reversed. So it's like, it's not fair to you. It's not fair. And I think that that's what's the advice is to not take crumbs that this person's giving you, because I feel like they have someone else or they're connected to another relationship and it's not fair. Okay? That's your advice. Now, let's see what the sacred symbols have for you about this situation that could help you with this. So in terms of like signs that have shown up, we have Capricorn, we have Taurus, and Pisces. And Aries. Aries, Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn. You're getting out of the maze is what I would say. Okay? You're not going to be gaslit anymore. Whoa, yep. Shift. Time for movement. Time for you to shift. That's what the Hangman and the Moon reversed is. See, he's about to pull himself off that state of, you know, just surrender. It's done. Move on. Don't hang in limbo anymore. You're getting out of the puzzle. You have to look at it from a different perspective too, with that Hierophant reversed, something unconventional. And I feel like once you do that, once you sort of see it in a different way, then you're out, right? Then you're empowered. Then you're getting a connection with someone that isn't a third party situation, that's fair, that's balanced. Let's pull you, since this was so much focused on that current situation that is shifting. I just want to pull one more for you about the future, because I feel like, and isn't it interesting, the shift card is the 9 of Wands there. Yeah, I feel like the shift is happening soon. Yep, look what's coming. Dream house. Yay! I knew it. I knew there was something good. I knew there was a rainbow at the end of this storm. So I just wanted to pull that card for you, because I really do believe that this is, you know, there's joy, happiness, and light at the end of this tunnel. And so it's funny because the dream house almost has a tunnel there. So you're moving towards that, okay? I hope this helped you. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All those things are free. If you're interested in any readings or decks I used today or any information at all, check the description box below. I am sending you so much love. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Hi, number 3. Welcome in. Today's Pick a Card love reading is going to focus on what's coming next in love. And you chose Level Up. So you were drawn to the tassel that hangs on the hat. What is it called? The graduation cap. So there's something about leveling up. There's something about graduating maybe, or a connection to academics. It's like jewelry for the hat. I love it. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to pull a few more messages from my deck, which is this one, the Dream Love Oracle. All the information about decks and things is in the description box below if you're interested in any of it. Okay, ooh, history. Oh my gosh, that's kind of funny. So you have graduation, like a college tassel, and then history. It's like a history professor? No, something with long history. Connection with someone mature. It's like 2 pyramids. It's Egyptian, ancient history, leveling up from ancient history, maybe. Let's see what else comes through. This one has me curious. Oh, Dream House. I pulled that as a final card for number 2. Level Up, history, Dream House. Wow. I mean, for some of you, you could be, the first thing that comes to mind for me is you could be moving on to a next step, like an engagement, a marriage, moving in together, because we have the dream house here. Someone you have history with. It can go either way, because it could be leveling up, meaning you're moving past it, but the history is at the center. So if it was like this, then I would think that, but it's this way. So although it's a possibility, it feels more like moving in together, getting engaged, getting married if you're in a current relationship. But if you're completely single, it feels like that's what you're moving towards. You're moving towards something settled. You're moving towards something serious. You're moving towards something grounded, because we have the history, we have the pyramids, they're earth, they've been there forever. We have the dream house. Interesting. Okay, let's dive in to the tarot. Let's get some details about this. This is really fun. I love this. Okay, let's start with the level up message, your little tassel. What do we got going on here? Super Bowl weekend here in America. All my American friends. Anybody going to any parties? Anybody got any plans? What are you making? I was just talking about what I'm gonna make and all the usual fun things. Wow, Two of Swords came out in another reading in the exact same spot, but it was reversed, I believe. Okay, so there's some sort of choice. Huh. There's some sort of choice here. Partnership, two energy. Trusting your head or your heart, being confused, blindfold on, not paralyzed, not wanting to make a choice, not able to make a choice. Some sort of block. Got to take the blindfold off. Time to level up. Now this is really headed in an interesting direction. Okay, let's see. What are we talking about here? Making a choice. Page of Pentacles reversed. There's the earth energy I was feeling with the history with those pyramids in the desert. They're like heavy, they're solid, they're earth energy. I knew it. Page of Pentacles reversed. Time to level up. So the Page of Pentacles is, you know, an opportunity, an offer, an invitation. So you're thinking about investing. Where am I going to put my energy? Where am I going to take that pentacle and plant it, right? When it's reversed, it's, you know, level up. I'm going to hold off until I pull another one on the page because I have so much stuff coming through. I need some clarity here. Aha, Six of Wands. Look at that. Victory. Victory. Success. Yeah, I feel like you may have been avoiding, or you may not be someone who's either had long-term committed relationships or found the right person, or you've been trying to, you need to make a decision about your next move. And the universe is saying, listen, it's time to go for it. It's time. There is some sort of success coming to you. It's like whatever, you know, if you felt like you never really got things going or you didn't have those long-term connections, it's like that's over. Those days are over, okay? It's like it's a new day. It's time for you to trust yourself, to trust your intuition, to believe that you can do it. You've got you got two sixes here. You have Six of Cups, Six of Wands, ancient history. This is history. There it is. This is somebody from the past or someone you have a history with. This is a very innocent, loving connection, or someone that makes you feel that way. Look, there's a house in the background there. We've got the pyramids, and here we have the dream house. Okay, so this could be something that you have kind of had in the back of your mind. Maybe even something that didn't get off the ground in the past is now going to move forward. I feel like for some of you, there could be this person from your childhood, from your past, or someone you dated previously, someone who you have this beautiful connection with. And I feel like the timing wasn't right before, or you weren't ready. And I feel like, you know, energetically you weren't ready. And now the universe is like, now's the time. The success of this connection is here. This is the Lover's card. Six energy is the Lover's card. So this is a lot of relationship. Oh my God, you got another six. The Six of Pentacles. Oh my God. So there's something about money. There's something about Maybe you had a past situation where, or they did, or you know, someone here had another responsibility. Somebody here had another person they had to financially take care of or something like that. And so it's like now you're moving towards a more balanced connection, because we had the page reversed, which is like lost. It's like not invested well, or it's somebody that isn't willing to put in the money, the work, the effort. And now we have the 6, which is that balanced energy of sharing, of being in a connection with somebody where there's a balance. Oh my God, balance. And you're getting 2 of Pentacles. There's so much here about money and resources and balance and juggling and finally making a choice. Yeah, I think if you've been dating somebody and they have had a past connection or something like that, or if there was someone you really cared about but the timing was off and they went with someone else, I feel like it's like there's a choice point coming up and the 2 of you could end up together. It's time to stop juggling, and it's time to focus on relationship. Someone out there also has been not putting the effort into building a life with someone, and that's what's coming up, you know? Wow. Oh my God, the Queen. I have goosebumps. Yeah, you are moving towards building your castle, possibly with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Someone's coming in hot. Somebody's coming in. They know what they want. We've got 2 horses here. We have one here on the 6 of Wands. We had one on the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's movement and change coming with your life. You're leveling up. It's time to kind of stop the wavering and pick one. And there, for some of you, it could be 2. You could be deciding between 2 people, or you could have always been sort of conflicted. And look what's coming. You're building the dream house with someone. The Queen of Pentacles lives in the dream house. She's all about security. She's about nurturing. She's about stability. The earth energy. My God, I said the earth energy, and it's like all of these pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It's about building the dream house. You're going to be successful. It's happening. You just have to make that choice. Wow. Oh my God, that was exciting. Okay. Let's get, I don't think we need another advice. I don't think we need an advice card. Well, I'll give you one, but I think this is the advice here, is focus on that stability, focus on that balance, the fairness, the nurturing, the comfort, physical, your home, you know, all of that, your resources. It's time to get serious is your message. Oh my God. Okay, the advice card, 8 of Pentacles. I mean, I just feel like, would you please share this video? This one is like amazing. Okay, there you go. The advice is to put in the work, to be serious. Okay, you got to start somewhere. You have to start, you have to build, you have to create that security. There's the house in the background. Oh my God. Look at this. I mean, the 8 of Pentacles, building the dream house. Look what's back here. The house. You see that? The house, the Queen. Alrighty. Wow. Now, let's get you a sacred symbol. Let's get you whatever message you need today from the Oracle that's going to help you with this situation. I think this reading, if you were stuck, I think you've got your answer today. And level up, you know, you're moving from apprentice to not being serious or not knowing where to put your effort to meeting someone who you are going to want to build a life with. And if you've met that person already, it's time to make the commitment. Level up. Wow. This is fun. I love today. Today is fun. Divinity. Wow, how beautiful. And it's funny, that star almost looks like a pentacle. Yeah, this is what you're meant to do. This is your purpose. This is you following your North Star. And again, a 2. You started with your Two of Swords message, which is about partnership, and you had the Two of Pentacles, which is about finding that balance and focusing on that one thing. This is about you connecting to your purpose, okay? We have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn coming through very strong. We have you leveling up, ancient history, building a future. Absolutely beautiful. That is your reading for today. Please like, comment, and subscribe before you leave, and write your comments below. I love hearing what you thought and what your story is. I can't wait. And if you want any information about readings or the cards used today, everything's in the description box below. I am sending you so much love. Have a great one. I'll talk to you soon. Hi, number 4. Let's get started with your reading today about what's coming next in love. You were drawn to the perfume bottle. The perfume bottle makes me think about something that, you know, something romantic, something very feminine, something, a gift, you know, fancy date, something that you maybe receive. Ooh, we're going to start with pulling some more of this deck, which is the Dream Love Oracle, my deck. The link is in the description box. Listen, we've got the AirPods there. Perfume. Ooh, listen. Ooh, gossip. Huh. Perfume, listen, gossip. This is interesting. Wow, I can't wait to see how this goes. But for me, okay, you have listen, and there's gossip. But is it that you're supposed to trust yourself and block it out? You know how when you have AirPods in, so you're blocking out the external noise? The perfume is, wow, this one is there some situation in your life where people are going to be talking a lot? Does it smell good? Is it something that is someone coming in that you have to watch out for because they smell good? I know that's weird, but you know what I mean, like they seem really good, or you're being fooled by the external and you need to listen. Or what gossip though? Listen. Are you supposed to block out the gossip or listen to it? What's going on here? We need some tarot. Okay, so let's pull tarot first. At the end of the reading, I'm going to get you an oracle message from this divine symbol, so that should help as well. But let's get into this. Okay, we're starting with perfume, Page of Pentacles. Huh. And Six of Wands. Okay, Six of Wands reversed with the Page of Pentacles. So some sort of slow start. Okay. So this is talking about something new, someone trying to build something new, the very beginning of a connection, possibly with someone who's a little young or immature, but they're genuine. They want to build something real. They're not being appreciated, okay, by the public. It's like people are not going to be like, yeah, this is a great connection. Oh my God, I love this person. It's like they don't see what you see, or they don't feel what you feel. So I feel like some sort of connection is coming in, and that would make sense with the gossip, the Six of Wands. And I do feel like this is so far at this stage, it's saying block it out. okay? Because you're supposed to focus on what feels right to you. And because if the page was reversed and the Six of Wands was reversed and we had the Gossip card, I would say something different. But because we have him upright, I'm saying this person is genuine. Now, whether or not they're immature, sure, maybe they're, you know, they're trying to figure it out. But there is a young energy or an immature energy or someone who's genuine coming in. Okay, the artist. Wow. So, yeah, this is somebody who's maybe not understood by other people. You know, maybe they're different. Maybe they're an artist. Maybe you feel that romance. You feel that connection. You feel that excitement. You feel something differently, right, than other people. Now, could it be long-term? You know, at this point, we don't know, but the page is saying that the person coming in, this young person or this immature in relationship person or this misunderstood energy who the public doesn't really love, or there's gossip around you, friends, they're doing their own thing. They're an artist. They are the energy of an artist, which means not everybody's going to get them. Okay, so you have to listen to your heart. I don't know that you need to listen to the outside world. I feel like you have to decide whether or not this person is for you. But there is going to be someone coming in that brings with them not a lot of, unconventional. Anyway, yeah, the Emperor reverse. So this can be money situation, okay? There can be a lack of respect for this person because of their immaturity or because of their past deeds. They could be selfish. They could be focused on themselves and not giving you enough. Let's see, it could be that they just don't make a lot of money. Yeah, there's something about money, stability, family. What I think is what on the outside, what people aren't seeing, which you are, it's like the heart is inside the perfume bottle. I think this person does have potential. I think they may have, you know, they may even have family solid backing. Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. What they do for a living on the surface might not be everything. And I think people are judging them before they know this person. Yeah, the world. This person has a lot of growing to do, okay? But they have potential. They do have potential. We have Capricorn coming through. We have Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. The Aquarius energy gives me the offbeat, the artist possibly misunderstood. The gossip could be the Aquarius energy too, but this person is like about to break out of sort of the little perception that they've been sort of stuck in. Wow, this is an interesting one. This is an interesting situation that's coming up for you. Yeah, Three of Wands. It is going to open up your world. And I think it's worth giving a try because there's something about this connection that expands your world. Whether it works out or not, this is about you and this person growing up. The person is leveling up. You are expanding your world. You're seeing things differently. And sometimes that's uncomfortable for other people. Okay, let's pull a card on the Six of Wands reversed. So why is this person like not perceived well? I think we've gotten it, but I just want to pull some clarification on that one. Why are they not successful with the public, or why, you know, the people in your life, the people around you? What's the story there? Page of Swords. It's just people that like to gossip, people that like to talk. It's somebody in your friend group or someone in your immediate environment. There's some sort of past connection or past things they've done, said, communicated that it's being held against them. There's the gossip. And so what they have to do is they have to learn the lessons of their past and just say, you know what, I'm done, I'm clear, I'm starting fresh. Okay. But yeah, a lot of page energy. I just think that they say things that make people mad because they don't think before they speak. I think it's literally that simple. It doesn't feel like anything super negative. The one question I have in the card I'd like to get more info on is that Emperor reverse, because that is sort of troubling. Let's see what we can get some clarity on that one. Oh, okay. See? Don't judge a book by its cover. Page of Cups, yeah. This person, look at all the page energy. They're just immature. That's the bottom line. They're not, you know, they're not being fake. They truly have feelings. This catches you off guard. This is someone who is going to surprise you. Okay, they're going to surprise you. I think that this is an interesting connection. I think this is one that is going to expand your world in some way. And I think that the gossip around this person is something that you're going to have to deal with, but not necessarily take in. Like, allow it to change how you feel. Try it, you know, give the person a chance and see if they can surprise you. Interesting. Okay, let's get your sacred oracle message. What will help you with this situation? What does number 4 need today? Grounded. Yeah, I think that it's interesting because it's grounded with the anchor there, and you have the Page of Cups, which is that beautiful fish, that loving energy, that offer, that surprising offer. I think that you have to ground in what is real for you and tune out what isn't. Okay, I think it's just about this person growing. And, you know, not everybody is like in perfect shape and the perfect mature person when you meet them. Doesn't mean it's not worth it. It doesn't mean that there isn't a lesson to be had, knowledge. Doesn't mean that it isn't expanding your world, which it does seem to do. Okay, so trust yourself, trust your intuition, and let someone surprise you. Alrighty, that is your message today. This was so fun. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Write your comments below. I love hearing from you. Say hello. Let me know what you're doing. If you're watching the Super Bowl and you're cooking, you're hosting, let me know what you're making. I've got all kinds of goodies and treats that I'm making. I'm excited. Really delicious artichoke chip, guacamole, chili, you know, all the goodies. All right, I am sending you lots of love. Have a great one, and I'll talk to you soon.